Hey, it's Al Angelo from A Plus Racing. We got the Econo-built Spec Miata that we're going to feature today. Hey, so then one of the next steps that I would do, but I'm not going to do it, but I wanted to show you what I do. And I get questions like this about how do I make my Miata lighter so that it can go faster? Well, one of the ways to take away a lot of weight is to get rid of this sound deadening right here. So there's like sound deadening and seals around the floor pan right here. And that's one way. There's one around here. Sometimes I've heard, I'd usually just paint over them, but sometimes I hear people put like dry ice on here and then they hit it with a hammer and break it and chisel it off. Some people just grind it away. It's kind of a tarry substance, but it is kind of heavy. The other thing too is this mat. If Mike can get in here, you can see there's this big, thick, mat in here that covers the entire firewall. That thing's kind of thick and heavy. I mean, it goes all the way up into here. It's held in with these little plastic clips. And so if you take out the heater core, which is pretty easy, a couple of bolts, this thing slides out, you can get to that whole mat on the firewall and you can remove it. Now, one of the reasons why I'm not going to remove it, one, is that it's a rental car and I just rent it out. Two, this is an NB and we already have difficulty making weight as it is, all right? This car needs to weigh 2,400 pounds minimum, all right? Normally, we have to add weight to the car in order to make the 2,400 pounds. So, although we strip the car out, a lot of times the cage offsets what we took out of the car because of the weight, and this is 120 wall tubing, so it's a little heavier than the .090. But in the same token, we need to add weight to the MBs in order to make them to make weight. So I'm not going to remove anything out of this car because I need the weight. But anyhow, I wanted to give you that tip. So in case you've got an NA, that you need to shed some pounds. The other thing too, a lot of times you'll see blue boxes and stuff under the dash, especially on the NAs. That goes to the airbag system. I usually take all those modules out as well. So anything that I really don't need, I take it out. But we are required to leave the heater core in the car, and technically we're supposed to have the blower fan in there. If you have the AC box that goes in between, a lot of times I just take the box apart, remove the condenser inside of it, and then bolt it all back together, and then so it's an empty box. But other than that, there's not much we can do. So that's one way of lightening up your Miata. The other way that I've done it is, well, I had to lose weight, okay? And that one's not near as fun, all right? Hey, I hope this tip was helpful. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up, all right? Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at the racetrack.